Well, again.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
good evening on.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So tonight we are rather we are done with this one. So tonight we're gonna continue with our new lesson.
Yes.
And it is this one. Can you read this title?
Yes.
Can you read it?
Yes, I can. Relative clauses.
Okay, that's good. But one more time. Relative clauses.
Relative.
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 hmm
Relative clauses.
Okay, that's good. So now let's go and find out more about it. So this is the mind map or our lesson last time. Okay,
Yes.
well, can you give me a little bit of information about this topic from last time?
Oh yes, I remember the last time I we yes we learned about pollution and environment. Yes, and I yes and yes and I remember there yes there are many things related between pollution and environment. Yes, when yes yes yeah, isolation yes and isolation talk yes yes told to me uh, told to me know that uh, how yes how to yes how to improve yes to improve and protect environments. Yes, and I am yes, and I learn very many things. Many things. The reason yes, the reason cause pollution of environment. Example, cut down tree and yes and yes and smoke and smoke from factory. Yes and yes and many reasons to cause pollution of environment. And yes and isolation yes isolation says about yes about yes about the way to protect environment in environment. Yes example recycle yes example recycle yes recycle recycle many things. And yes and plant tree. Yes and yes and save resources. Yes, rat on rat is on. I remember the last lesson. Yes.
Well, that is fun. It's already plenty enough. Okay? So,
Yes.
anyway, we will go and continue more on this time our topic about relative clauses. Okay?
Yes.
So, here it is. Can you read it?
Oh yes. I can read it. Yes. The first. Yes. What are underlying past? Yes. They are the people who want to buy our house. Yes. Number two, rich whose brands are dry should be cut down. Number three, I was sitting in a chair which suddenly collapse. Yes, collapse.
That's good. Now, focusing on these underlined parts, this is the topic that we would be learning tonight. So, these are called relative clauses. Okay? So,
Yes.
yeah. So, first, a relative clauses are clauses starting with the relative pronouns that are who, whom, that, which, whose, where, and when. Okay? This is the meaning of relative clauses. Again, relative clauses are clauses starting with the relative pronouns who, whom, which, whose, where, and when. Now, here are some example sentences of it. Can you read it first?
Yes. As the first one, do you know the girl who starts in grade 7 last week? Number two, can you have the pencil that I gave you this morning? Yeah, number three, a notebook is a computer which can be carried around. Number five, I want is in a restaurant. Uh, uh, who cooks smoke?
Mm-hmm. As you can see, we have the who, the, which, and whose in these sentences. So of course, the the words phrases after it, this clause, is what we would call our relative clauses. Okay, like who started in grade 7 last week, that I gave you this morning, which can be carried around, and whose cook smoke rather. So those are some relative clauses. Now, to further explain this one, this is how to use the relative pronouns correctly. Now, if the if the preceding noun is a person, the relative pronoun we usually use is who, or sometimes whom, the, and whose. Here are some examples of that. Do you know that a girl who, he was a man that, an orphan is a child whose parents. Do you have a computer which the oak tree that, this is a book whose author. Oh, seems like got wrong in this one. Oh yeah, I was really wrong in this one. I got confused on that one. It's actually this one. Do you know the girl who can have that pencil that notebook is the computer? Which? And I want it in a restaurant whose. Sorry about that. That is the this is that
Yes,
okay.
yes. Oh, okay, Erica. Yes, Erica. Yes, I want to. Yes, I want to ask. For you.
Yes.
Yes, a question. Yes, I usually confuse and don't know when. Yes. When we use the whose. Yes, the whose. Yes, it mean. Yes, I don't know. Is clear. Yes, is what is clear. We use whose.
Okay. Well, like just whenever you think of that, just always focus on the meaning of it. So, just like the meaning of it, we have these relative clauses that talks about clauses starting with the relative pronoun. So, of course, we use this pronoun when there is like it's we're being repetitive of our sentences. Like for example, um, I was like this, I was like that, I was the one, I hear something like that. It's being repetitive. So we use different way of stating our sentences. Sorry, we uses different ways to state our sentences so that it will not be repetitive and so that we could also deliver our message more clearly. Okay? So,
Yeah.
mhm.
Who yeah, an orphan is oh yes, yes, I am. Yes, I still, yes, I still don't unclear.
Yes.
When yes, and yes, when we use whose, yes,
Yes.
who,
Yes, yes,
yes,
yes.
who and that I know,
This
yes,
is uh-huh.
yes,
Okay, as I was explaining on this one, see the first one that I'm sorry, I am explaining. So, as I've said, if the preceding pronoun is a person, just focus in this one. If we are talking about a person, that is when we use the whom, that, and whose. Okay? Now, if
okay,
we are now talking about a thing, we use this one, which, that, and whose. Okay? So as you can
yeah,
see, whose could be used both as a person if we are talking about a person in that sentence, and a thing if we are talking about a thing in that sentence. Now, we uses the when and that when we talk about time. So take note of that one. We uses that and dot, as you see, with both
yeah,
thing and time. Now we uses where only for places. Why? That for reason. Okay? So that is how it is. You were asking about when or how we should use it. So how we uses it is for person. One is for a person, for a thing, for a time, place, and reason. Okay? You see that one?
yes,
So you just need to take note of these things. Okay?
okay, yes.
Okay. So do you have any more questions?
Okay, yes. Uh, yes. I am. Yes. I have many questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and today's
And
I yes,
now I'm just
yes,
asking on. I am just asking about this question about this lesson. Do you have
yes.
a question for the lesson?
Oh no,
No.
the
Okay.
lesson.
So I still have something to say. So I just want you to take note, okay, that we are talking about relative pronouns, okay? So when we
Okay,
talk about relative pronouns, the whose, take note, the whose and whom
okay,
is sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Let's first focus on the whose. The whose is used in place of possessive pronoun. Okay? So when we uses this whose, we uses it must be followed by a noun. Okay? And also whom can be used as the object of the relative clause. Okay? Just take note of that.
yes,
Okay? Now, moving on from that. So, we have here an exercise. Okay, since you don't have any questions on the lesson, we have here an exercise wherein you're gonna complete it with relative clauses where you could use who, when, or which, or that, those things, those words rather.
okay, yes, I understand the next yes, the exercise I have to fill the blank.
Yes.
Yes, the blank by yes by Yes, by
Completing it with who, whom, whose, that, which were those words.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes. The first one, yes. Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin, received the Nobel Prize in 1945. Yes, the book that I need can be found in the library.
Mhm.
Yes, here is a pig. Here is a pig. Yes, here is a pig. Uh, what is what is what is a safe fish for a swimmer? Yes. Number four. Jim. Jim. Whom I have no for whom I have no for 10 years is one my closest friends. Number five. John found a case. Yes. Which leg was broken. Number six. Richie, uh, whose brain are dry should be cut down. Number seven. The child's mind as a woman. Uh, oh, mm, mm, who he didn't know. Next one. That woman whose name I don't remember is a doctor. Whose?
Okay. Now, for that one, the correct answers is here. Okay? So you got the number 2 wrong, which you answered as dot, which is the correct is which. Number 3 is also wrong. It should be which. And then number 5 is whose, not which. And there's the number 7 that is whom, not who. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, can you read these sentences again?
Okay, yes. Alexander Fleming, who discovered penicillin, received the Nobel Prize in 1945. Number two, the book which I need can be found in the library. Number four,
Okay, on. Can you say this again? Library.
library.
Okay, continue to number 3.
Yes, number three. Here is big.
One more
Which
time.
is yes.
Beach.
Here
No,
big
not big. It's beach.
beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Here is a big beach. Which is a safe fish for swimmer.
One more time. Which?
Which
Okay. Let's have number
yes.
4.
Yes, number four. Jim, whom I have known for 10 years, is one of my closest friends.
Okay, this one. Not closet.
Closest.
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 Okay, that's good. One more
Yes,
time.
closest. Yes,
Closest friends.
closest friends.
Okay, number 5.
Number five. Jones found a cat whose leg was broken.
Let's have it in this one. Whose leg was broken?
Broken, yes. John found a cat whose legs were broken.
Was.
Was.
Whose leg was broken.
Yes, John found a cat whose leg was broken.
Okay. So, oh, so just focus on the S, okay? Don't forget the S. Was.
Was.
Okay. Well, let's just continue to number 6.
Yes, number six, Richie, whose branches are dry, should be cut down.
Okay. This one has S again.
Yes.
Branches.
Branches.
Okay. Can you read the sentence again?
Yes. Richie, whose branches are dry, should be cut down.
Okay, that's good. 7.
Yes. Seven, the child smiled at a woman whom he didn't know.
Okay. 8
As that woman whose name I don't remember is a doctor.
is a doctor. Okay, that's good. That is great. So always just practice words with the sound of the S, okay? Because you
Yes.
sometimes forget about reading it, especially words with the ending of S or the ES, okay? And
Yes.
also about this one, bitch and witch, you tend to have the sound of K. You're saying bick or like wick or like,
Big
yeah. Just have it as the che,
chat.
bitch.
Yes.
Okay?
Which,
Yes, that's
which,
good.
which.
And then,
Yes.
yeah, witch.
Which.
Yes, that's good. Much
Yes.
better. Okay, that's good. So
Oh
practice on
yes.
that for you to get better, okay? Anyway,
Okay. Thank you.
so this is the end of our lesson and we're gonna talk more on tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
But for
Okay. Yeah.
tonight, I'll have to say goodbye and thank you, okay? Bye for now on.